Well, blessed Monday to you as we come with your daily encouragement. And yesterday we heard a sermon, if you were with us, about the power of God silencing evil spirit within the assembly. But as this final battle is coming out, it seems that no one is repenting, no one is turning to the God who can heal them. And so at this very end, this battle of Armageddon, we are looking for a sign of hope. And there's this little parentheses, if you see in the text. It's almost like a insertion. If you're getting too doomed in your perspective of things, well, you just look at this parentheses. It says, "See, I'm coming like a thief. Blessed is the one who stays awake and is clothed and not going about naked and exposed to shame." And so there we have an allusion not only to the book of Genesis, where Adam and Eve discovered that they are naked, have no protection, but they can be clothed with the robe of righteousness, the robe of Jesus. I think of Noel Paul Stookey from Peter, Paul, and Mary when he sang the song, "I'm covered over with the robe of righteousness that Jesus gives to me." And so, just like a thief, one can be blessed even in the midst of this upcoming battle. And it says there's one line of hope in the middle of all this description. And I think modern translations will put it in parentheses because it does sound like an assertion, doesn't it? But it is a reminder that God is in charge here. God has given hope here for us. But once again, back to the battle in verse 16, they assembled them at the place in Hebrew called Armageddon. Armageddon. Now, this will have numerous spellings, and that's because it's being translated from a foreign language. Many times the H is missing, and H is really not a sound, that's an aspiration, a H sound that has to be complemented by a vowel. And so you take that out and you'll probably see Armageddon in that. But you need to split it up because you have Harma, which means a mountain, and Megiddo, which means the valley. And this is the description of the place. This is before a mountain. Now, just like in the book of Exodus, there are famous places that were before mountains. Probably the most famous would be Mount Sinai, also called Mount Horeb, where the people of God gathered around the mountain in order to receive the law of God, the Ten Commandments. And so it is at this mountain in the valley of Megiddo, or the mountain of Megiddo, that the final battle of God takes place. And so mountains always have been um, important to the Israelite people and still are important to us today. I remember one of the first mountains I saw in Israel was when we were in Galilee, and was the mountain that hovered over what was the Sea of Galilee. It was actually in Syria, and it was called Mount Hermon. And it was very, very beautiful to see that. But it was also a reminder that the foreign nation is just right over the border. That's how tight everything is in the Middle East. Everyone is like living on top of each other, as we can see in what the battles going on in present day Israel and Palestine. All of these things are reminders that the people of God in that place lived very close to one another. This is not the wide open places that maybe we like to think about in the prairie, or if we live in the areas of Montana or Texas or other places where it's even more wide open. These are places that are very close together. And so it is at this battle, this decisive battle, that the work of God is going to be completed. And so remember, there are 7 bowls of wrath. We're only on the 6th one. This bowl of wrath is almost just like ready for the sides to be taken. Now, we might ask timeline, when does this happen? Well, we believe it's supposed to happen at the end. It's nearing the end or the completion of God's plan. And so we might say that just like it doesn't take place in a day, it doesn't take place in a few days or even a month or maybe even a year. This might be something that is in preparation to take place. So once again, we had to suspend our judgment and our knowledge and just acknowledge that this is a description of something that is too great to describe with great exact precision. And so it is a reminder that we are to repent. Just like that little gospel note in verse 15 where it says, "See, I'm coming like a thief. Blessed is the one who stays awake and is clothed." Not blessed is the one who just succumbs to the fears of things around us. And there are many fears: fears of the future, fears of what may or may not happen in upcoming elections, or what may or may not happen to the economy. All of those things are fears we might have. What may or may not happen to the safety of the people I have around me. There's a lot to be feared, but there's one that can clothe us, and his name is Jesus. And so, even as we see these battles being brewed, we are reminded that it is not the final word. Jesus is the final word in these passages today. God bless you today. We trust that these continue to be words of encouragement. Take care. God bless. We'll see you next time.